This October, more than 150 community volunteers and county staff went out into the streets to survey our county's homeless population as a part of the 100 Homes for 100 Homeless Registry Project. All volunteers attended the training prior to the first evening survey, and their excitement and commitment to the project was palpable.
Lots of time you see homeless people and you go, gee, there's nothing I can do for them. But now this seems like this is an actual concrete thing that you could actually help these people.
And the information that we gather about the individuals, but also about them collectively, will help guide what we need to do next in our 10-year plan to end homelessness.
Well, I figured while it would be several early mornings, it was going to be a life-changing event and one of those experiences that really makes a difference in your life going forward, and that it would really make an impact on the community, and I wanted to help out in Arlington.
Today, we're preparing to go out and do a registry of 100 of the most vulnerable homeless in Arlington County. We're going to go out to the streets. We're going to stop folks, we're going to wake them up gently, and we're going to ask them if we can ask them a few questions about their lives and where, their experiences, and try to assess who's the most vulnerable, who's the most likely to die on the streets of Arlington. Because our goal is to rank those folks, identify the most vulnerable, and try to move them into housing with supportive services.
Basically, there's a data group that's going to actually put in the data information that we get from the surveys on a daily basis, which will then tell us how many people we actually surveyed and identify the most vulnerable. We also have persons who are actually working with headquarters, and they're going to work with us to basically kind of keep the flow of traffic going here so that it's an easy day and a productive day for everybody.
I want you to know that your community, your government, your friends and your neighbors have helped us develop an infrastructure. So we, in effect, will make a difference where we'll be able to end homelessness, I believe, in our 5 or 10 years from now. And I just think that this is the most worthwhile goal you should be pursuing.
For 3 consecutive nights, 12 survey teams hit the streets from 3:30 to 6 a.m. and surveyed 153 homeless individuals.
So we need you to sign it right here, if that's okay, and print your name down below.
Everyone has been extremely cooperative, and I think a lot of people just want to tell their story a little bit because they don't have a lot of people approach them or speak to them, so it hasn't been a problem.
People are really willing to talk to us about their stories and tell us about their health issues, and I think all in the service of wanting to be off the street if they can, and knowing that the goal here is for us to help them. So it's been really rewarding this morning.
It's really hard out here when it's cold. I've been out here and it's tough. It is. And especially if you have like certain health issues, it's really bad. It's really terrible. It's not anything that you would want to write a book about. That's for sure.
Everyone's story is so different, and what's amazing is how long these people survive out here. So some people have been out here like a third of my life. So it's incredible.
When you're homeless and you're struggling and you're trying, like per se, I've been up all night long because of the fact it's cold out here. There is no shelters open here, and I had to stay up. And because I'm too embarrassed to sleep like other people in the metro on the floor where it's warm, I'm not gonna do that. Not if I can help it. So I've had to walk around all night long because there's, that's basically how it is.
Well, the county board's been working really hard as we've been moving through site plans, and now we're going to get more site plans coming in as the economy picks up. And each one that has housing, we've been able to get a few supportive housing units, which are really the places that these folks will first go, because it gives them a home, which is the most important thing. As somebody said yesterday, we finally figured out that the cure for homelessness is a home. So we start with the home, but we also wrap services around people so that they can get in the habit of paying their bills and making their appointments and all of those kind of things of daily living that you don't think about until you don't have a place to call your own.
The information was collated to create a vulnerability index of individuals at a higher risk of dying if they stay on the streets. The goal is to find permanent housing for as many of these people as possible.
Okay, well right now the group that's in this room is entering the data from all of the surveys that were conducted on the street this morning. And the importance of the data is it's really an opportunity for us really to identify the folks that are sleeping in Arlington on the street. And the vulnerability index will allow us to rank those individuals in terms of like who is truly most vulnerable on the street, and then to work to get those individuals into housing as soon as possible.
I think that's just so important. Arlington is an incredible community. The support we've had at organizational level to the individuals. And so this event here, is very important in terms of finding who are the really most vulnerable of the people on the streets. But it's also so very important to just our whole community awareness of what's going on. We're not a large community. We don't have the kind of problem that some of the bigger cities have, but we have a real problem in Arlington of homelessness, and we have a plan and we have people who are working on it, and we think it's really great that so many people are learning about this through this exercise. But again, the most important is getting our arms around those folk on the street that are most vulnerable.
For more information about the 100 Homes program, go to arlingtonva.us or contact Arlington's Economic Independence Division at 703-228-1350. We'll be back next month with another edition of Up Close. For AVN, I'm Mayo Best.